All right, what's up, Cersei? What's going on? How are you doing? All right, so I'm going to be doing these live streams regularly now again, as much as I can with my travel plans. It may not be every day, but as much as I can, I will do it for the community, helping out a bit with analysis. Looks like Marcelo's got his scanners going. You guys can take a look at those scanners as well as we got it, kind of go through the scans. So you might hear some background noise, but I'll be doing these regularly. If it's a really bad background noise, I may skip a day or two, but hopefully it's not too bad. I think my mic is pretty good with not picking up background noise. Just let me know in the chat if it is bad. I can try a different mic. But yeah, getting started here. The main stock here, KDLY. This thing is the biggest mover probably we've seen in a few months. This thing ripped from $4 all the way up to 28.80 within a span of an hour and almost 2 hours. 2 hours, about, what is this, like a 500% or something like that? 530% move in 2 hours here on KDLY. Has to do with Bitcoin. We did have a similar catalyst on a previous stock last week about the Bitcoin treasury strategy. And I forget what stock that was. Maybe you guys remember that, but that stock also made a pretty big move, and KDLY kind of following suit. And what's up, everyone from YouTube? So I'm going to be doing these pre-market pumps again regularly as I can. I am trading and traveling. So the days where I can find a quiet place with some good internet, I will do a 20 to 30 minute analysis of pre-market and before trading as much as possible. But yeah, it may not be every day, so don't be surprised if you don't see me. That'll probably be because I'm in an allowed area like Starbucks or something, or the internet is not good. But getting back on the pre-market pumps. So yeah, KDLY, let's take a look here at the daily. We had the news of the treasury, Bitcoin treasury, which is very hot as we know. Bitcoin's also up. And looks like we're at all-time highs with KDLY. There's no overhead resistance, so we really don't know how high this can go. No overhead resistance. I mean, this thing could double again. It's possible. It could double again, up to 50. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying we should buy this and hold till 50 because, as we know with these small cap stocks, it's very volatile and very unpredictable. So the float is under 6 million. The shares outstanding is 6 million, so the float's got to be less than that. We can verify that here on FinViz. Gus, good morning. Baja, good morning. Good to see you again. Baja Express, it's been a while. Morgan, what's up? It's been a while. Henster, what's up? It's been a while. Maybe my webcam lagging because of all these freaking ads on FinViz, of course. So KDLY, let's get the flow here quick. So 1.94 million. Let's see, yeah, 1.94 million share float here on KDLY. So very low floats. I wouldn't be surprised if this stays in play at the open. And yeah, I mean, this thing can go as high as it wants. So don't be surprised if this thing doubles again or goes to, heck man, I've seen stocks like this go to 100 within a day. So not to say that, you know, we should just buy and hold and pray for the moon, but as long as it's making a front side, as long as the front side is there, as long as the momentum is there, we should be taking advantage of it. And we shouldn't be shy because, yeah, this stock is almost a $30 stock. We may think that it's a little bit more risky, but it's only risky if you don't adjust your share size. And to become a better trader, you got to learn how to adapt to different markets, to different opportunities, different stocks. And trading a $20 to $30 stock, we will eventually need to be able to tackle that. So here's an opportunity to practice on a higher price ticker with larger spreads. Moves has a bigger range, so it's good to practice on that with smaller size if you don't have much experience, or you're a little nervous trading a stock like this. But it's good to get that experience under your belt, so don't shy away. Sometimes the biggest days for experienced traders are going to be on stocks like this because of the massive range. So let's see what else we have here. GRYP. So we can take a look here at GRYP. So this is the Bitcoin mining company. So since we do have KDLY up on the Treasury news, the Bitcoin Treasury news, GRYP is going to be likely our sympathy momentum because it's related to the Bitcoin. It's related to the Bitcoin sector, digital mining, Bitcoin mining company. So it's likely the sympathy, could be a sympathy play. However, the float is a lot bigger. So it looks like 69 million shares outstanding. So that could definitely change the way that it moves. You can tell it's a little bit of a tighter range here after the initial pop. But if the volume is there, we could still see a decent move on it. But with the 69 million shares outstanding, there's no way we're going to see this thing, rip to 20 or 30 or 50 like that other stock. Let's see what else we have here. JYD. JYD. This one, not quite good on volume yet. Kind of fading under VWAP. It is a penny stock. Let's see why it's up. So no news on this one, on JYD. Maybe I can just pull this up so you guys can see. Yeah, no news on this one. Whoops. Let's see here. Okay. So KDLY. Yeah, this one's got the merger to establish Bitcoin Treasury. So I'm going to be mainly looking here at KDLY because it kind of fits the bill with what I'm looking for as far as a stock, which is decent range, a low float, has news, and has volume. JYD just doesn't have a good chart yet. It's going to need a lot more volume. It's going to need volume at the open, JYD. But KDLY looks good coming into the open. GRYP, that larger float does kind of make it a little bit of a trickier call, but if the volume is there, then it'll be good. We're trading 1 million shares at the high there at 855, so not bad. I read that Schwab not letting trades on JYD. Oh, that's possible, yeah. If that's the case, then JYD is the depths. We're not trading JYD then, if that's the case, if you can't trade. Thanks for clearing that up, Alejandro. But yeah, for all those new joining, I will be doing these pre-market pumps as regularly as I possibly can. Sometimes there will be background noise with the areas that I am streaming from, but if I can find a quiet place with some good internet, I will be doing these streams. Just a 20 to 30 minute stream every day. I actually like GRYP here. Looking good here. Coming into American Bitcoin announces go publish. Yeah, Ross might be up 6 figs on this. I would not be surprised. So let's take a look at some of those stocks that Bubblegum called out here. CTMX, you can take a look. CTMX, do you have news on it? Pricing of $100 million offering, and it's up. Somehow this stock is up, what is that, 100% on an offering news. That's kind of strange. You usually don't see that every day, but I don't think I'm going to be trading that one. You still have Dash Trader. No, I do not have Dash Trader. Ever since that transition fully to Schwab, I felt like for me, Dash Trader has never been the same. Has never been the same fills. And since it's been like slower and laggy, Charles Schwab will not, for the most part, will not refund or alter your trades if you place them through Dash if you do have a problem. But if you do have a problem through using Thinkorswim, then for the most part they will, it's more likely that they will alter your entry or exit if you do have lag or any sort of issues with their platform. Chad, what's up? Good morning, Chad. It's been a while. Feels good to be back though. Feels good to be back. I'm going to be doing these more regularly. So yeah, CTMX, don't like CTMX. FRGT, let's take a look at this one. This one has been moving recently. I remember this one last month. This one, purchase additional 1 million official Trump tokens. So company is up, what, 50% or what, 40%, 30-40% on purchasing Trump tokens. I don't like that catalyst either. Bubblegum is way down on this scanner here. He's got to scroll up a bit on his gap scanner. These are probably the real quiet mic, huh? Are you sure? Is it a real quiet mic? Someone's saying real quiet mic. Are you sure? Maybe your volume. I can turn it up a bit. Let me see. Hello, hello, hello. Checking. Is this work now? Better? Okay, I'm not sure. Hopefully I didn't just blast out your ears. Okay. Anyways, I had my audio turned way up to hear you. To my point, my Spotify is super loud. Yeah, that's a little better. I'll crank it all the way up for you. Crank it all the way up. I can put the mic closer to my face, maybe. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, FRGT, don't like the news either. Yeah, Bubblegum's way too far down on this scanner here. UPXI. Yeah, this is no good. No good, Bretta. No good. So KDLY, let's take a look. KDLY, we can draw, let's just draw the technicals here. Let's draw the technicals. Seems a bit extended. I would assume there's a high chance that we're going to get profit taking at the open and see a massive flush and then a curl up to high a day. That's usually how I see these patterns. When it's like a really hot stock coming into the open. Or a really strong pre-market chart. So let me just clear everything here and redraw. So getting our price level tool here, we can take a look here that there is confirmation of a support and resistance right here, having a topping tail there, going back up, breaking out, and then retesting this level. So that kind of confirms that we do have a level of support or resistance, depending on where price is, if it's coming down or coming up. higher low here. So maybe there's like a zone in here. Maybe a zone right in here between these two lows. But I will actually delete this just so it's a lot cleaner. Then we have here, so this is the upper end of this range consolidation. You break out, you see this bottoming tail, breaks below, and then recovers there. You bounce again off this level, so it kind of confirms that we do have a level of support there as well. And let's see here. Let's see what else. We could potentially draw a trend as well. Bit of a trend line there, but it's tested at what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times already. I'm not sure if it's going to hold much longer on that trend. And then of course we have the pre-market, this first pre-market high here. Coming up again, we testing it, rejecting it, made a higher low, kind of like a cup and handle pattern. You can kind of see this, cup, handle. So you can kind of verify this here as a level of resistance, and now looks like we bounced here off of now it being support. So here are the trends and levels that I'm looking at. And then of course 30.94, so we'll round up to 31 for the whole dollar level as our pre-market high. So pre-market high is obviously going to be a level as well. So these are the levels. There's nothing on the daily chart, so we don't need to look at the daily chart since we're already way above all-time highs. That's why I was saying we don't know how high this could go. This thing could have another 100% or double again. I mean, it's possible. So as long as it's making a front side, as long as there's momentum, there's volume, I want to be trading it. I don't want to be nervous of the larger spread or the larger price. A lot of times even though it's a larger price, you may be getting slippage on the spread, but when you get a winning trade, it'll make up for it because of the much bigger range. Peter, welcome back to live streaming. Yeah, welcome back. I am glad to be back. It's great. It's been a while. I am Eric Trades. What's up? Oven Trading. I like Oven Trading. That's a good name. Oven Trading. Firing it up. Let's get that heat up. Still in Southeast Asia. I am trading and traveling Southeast Asia. All right, so we got about. So what I'm gonna do is I usually am gonna just start streaming until RT gets on live, and then he will take over. So I think he usually signs on about around 9:15, 9:20, something like that. So or like when RT says I'm cooked, yeah, he's Oven Trading getting cooked. No, this is some good. We've been having some really good opportunity last week, and now hopefully continuing this week. Looks like it's going to continue. Yeah, we've been having a pretty good market, so I think there's going to be some good opportunity today and for the rest of the week. And of course, the overall market breaking out a bit, which is great to see after those agreements, those tariff agreements with China. Having a nice, pretty big green day here, coming in 3%, coming into the open overnight or pre-market up 3% on the SPY, I think, about. Looks like DTCEZ, DT says, is trading from Japan. Nice. Japan actually has pretty low latency. The latency in Japan is like around 150 milliseconds to New York City. Where I am here in Vietnam, the thing is 250. So if you want to be in Asia and trade, Japan is probably going to be the spot for scalping. But yeah, nice breakout here on the SPY. Probably contributing to the momentum that we're seeing. Tesla obviously having that breakout as well with that market, and Bitcoin also near high of day. I mean, all-time high. Near all-time high here at 110,000. Bitcoin trading at 104,000. So is the market gearing up? The overall market gearing up for another bull run? Is it gonna happen? Are we gonna spawn another bull run here through all-time high here at 613 on the SPY? Is that gonna happen? Is that gonna happen? It's tough to say. It's tough to say. There's a lot of crap looming over the economy, the world economies. But hey, man, anything, you never know with the market. You always think that, oh, the market needs to pull back, or the market's too extended, or we're due for a bear market, and it just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher. And before you know it, the market moved 10%, 20% without you, and you're still waiting for a pullback. So obviously, if you're investing for retirement, just dollar cost averaging is going to be the best way to do it. Time in the market versus timing the market. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? But let's see. Let's see if anything changed here on the stream or on the scans. CTMX. Let's take a look. CTMX. Is that a new stock? Or do we already look at that one? Eric Trade says living the life. Yeah, there's a lot of pros of being in Asia versus the US, but latency is one of the downsides. The latency to the market. I will try trading from Japan and seeing if it's noticeably faster, because then maybe I could spend a lot of time there. But yeah, it's definitely noticeable here. And like Thailand, pretty bad latency. Vietnam, I think, is a little faster. It comes down to how far are you from New York. How far are you from New York? So CTMX, what's the news on this? Oh, is this the $100 million offering? Yeah, so nothing really changed there. GDC up 200%. Look at all these stocks up like. Look at this. Look at my scanner here. JDLY up 680%. GRYP up 300%. GDC up 200%. JYD up 100%. VHC 100%. TTMX 100%. This is the sign of a hot market, guys. This is a sign of a hot market. GDC, nice. Look at that one candle, dude. $2 to $9 in one candle. That's nuts. That's freaking nuts, guys. What the hell? This is a hot market. All right, I am going to sign off of the pre-market pump. Thank you guys for joining for the first pre-market pump. I'm going to be doing these more regularly when I can. And I'll see you guys again soon. So good luck. Let's get green. Let's trade to the best of our ability. Take advantage of these opportunities while they're here. And we should all have a good day. So good luck and signing out.